Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Black and the Flash's summer speedrunning event, Juneteenth. We have been here all weekend, watching some incredibly dope speedruns with some very talented, very funny people. This has been an absolute blast. My name is J-Rock. I've been here just chilling, waiting, and I'm so happy to be back hosting for you guys today. If you guys want more info on how you can get involved with Black and the Flash and the speedrunning community, you can type in gdq.gg/BAF. If you guys are just joining us here now, don't worry. The runs will be available on YouTube soon, and I think they also might be available as Twitch VODs. Not entirely sure, but I'm here now, and we have a squad of wonderful people here joining me. Champrul and some friends. You guys want to take it away and introduce yourselves?
Well, hello. I feel like I said yesterday that I wouldn't see y'all anymore this weekend. Sorry for lying again. Yeah. You may notice that I'm sitting on an exercise bike. You'll see why in a minute, but I'm Champrul. I'm going to be playing Plate Up for you all today. Anarchy almost made me switch to burgers since there were so many burgers that were thrown away the other day. I mean, not Anarchy, Big Ranch, but yeah, I just wanted to give like a story time with the commentators. So the first commentator, we started playing Overcooked and eventually went from that to Plate Up because I don't like Overcooked. And that is Mr. Pain, if you can announce yourself.
What's up, everybody? Mr. Pain and Sorrow, military vet, and all that good stuff. And also, you all just lost the game. We'll start out with a bang immediately. Yeah, that's right. All of you just lost.
We will move on now. Later on, practically my sister, lifelong friend Hannah, joined me and Mr. Pain and Played Up. This was still just doing casual runs. So Hannah, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Hannerbal, and I'm really bad at talking about myself.
Hi, Hannah.
Okay.
I'm also a verifier for Played Up on speedrun.com. Well, I'm a team lead, but
I was gonna say a verifier, a moderator for this
it's new, okay? It's new
game. And then later in, our good friend Teddy joined. Well, actually, me, Mr. Pain, and Hannah started doing speed runs every week, and then all of a sudden, we just kept going on that for no reason. And Teddy ended up joining. And so now we have a 4-person squad every week. And Teddy, if you can introduce yourself.
Hi, guys. I'm Teddy, teddygoats, your local gender queer chaotic person who's here to crack some jokes and let you know what's going on in the game. So happy to be here.
Yeah, Ryuto's right. We need a replacement commentator.
Wow.
While y'all were doing that, I could have been setting up the restaurant, huh? I guess we could take this time to explain what I'm doing. So this is not fully, it's not its own category, but we're calling it bike mode for the sake of the schedule, or we call it fit up. It used to be something I would do on the treadmill sometimes, and then would do just on the bike because I kept forgetting that I was walking on a treadmill, and that was not great.
You forget that you're biking. So
yeah, but when you forget that, you're not falling anywhere. You're just still there.
Were you falling on the treadmill?
I tripped a couple times. Yeah.
Where's the VOD? I need to check that.
All right. So for safety precaution, we are on a bike today.
Yes.
So this is not an official category, but it is something that Champ has been doing on a weekly basis, dragged me into it because I do also have a bike. And so our motto has kind of become bike, because we would keep getting sucked into the game and forgetting to actually bike. So you may hear a couple bikes along the way.
Yeah, a few. But I guess I am good if one of y'all want to give a countdown.
Don't look at me.
I can, I guess.
Y'all want me to take care of it, or y'all got it?
Oh, actually, yeah. You'd probably be better. You can hit the actual timer.
Okay. All right, we'll count down. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Yeah.
Just count the woos. Actually, you don't need the numbers. Just
Oh no.
Just count down. We'll give you woos next time, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So there is a real category in this. The bike just is the part of it. This is technically a set speed run. I remember that they needed to have their order taken, so that was great. You didn't see that I didn't remember that. But yeah, we're making pies. It's okay. It's going to throw it out of my hand, apparently.
I was going to ask what happened there.
Yeah,
it is a turkey hat. Yes, you are correct.
Yeah.
It's one of the cosmetics in the game. I believe that's base game, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so set seed for this game is, kind of a roguelike restaurant simulator. Set seed is going to mean that Champ can expect what cards he's going to get. Those introduce new mechanics, new recipes, and it's also going to be impacting the blueprints that he receives. But any kind of research he does, that's still going to be randomized.
Yep. Also know the number of customers each day.
Yep.
Which I'm kind of making it pseudo random seed in my head. Like I know the cards, I know a couple of things, but I wanted to give y'all a good experience still. So I know half of it.
Wow, I was going to say, if you wanted to give them a good experience, you should have let somebody else run it.
Oh,
love you.
Yes.
This is normal. It's Sunday. This is normal Sunday content for us.
Yeah.
Again, we play
We
as
do
a
stream
group
on
every Sunday.
Sundays, yeah.
I was going to say, guys, don't worry. They're friends. They're friends.
I do love this man, I promise
here,
you.
yeah.
Also, you got to wash your dishes. We don't want dirty ones. Hannah's
Funny
very
you
aware of
saying
dirty
that.
dishes.
It's just a nice courtesy to clean as many dishes at the end of the day as you can.
Correct.
We have a
That's the
superstition
most
that you
ironic
get
thing I
ice
hear
cream if you
today.
do that.
He is both playing on a controller while riding on the bike, yeah.
Yes.
Better him than me.
It is a great way to get some exercise in.
It is.
Until you forget to bike.
Until you.
Yeah, when that happens.
But honestly, sometimes it's still more exercise than I would get on a weekly basis. The occasional bike, even if I get sucked into the game.
Especially when we happen to say bike when no one is biking.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Just, you got to keep it going still.
I'll keep you guys covered. I'll just throw in a random bike whenever you least expect
Thank you.
it.
Thank
Great.
you.
Perfect.
Appreciate it.
Bike.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Well,
We were overdue.
I haven't stopped yet.
yet.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
this
we
is
can
Dirty
actually
Mercury.
see you today too, so
Huh?
we
What
can.
was that?
You don't need that pie, sir.
See, you scared me. I looked over. I'm like, wait, I don't need this. Aw.
And that's where set seed is still random.
Yeah.
There were two options there. His hob could have researched into danger or safety, and the man got unlucky and got a safety hob.
Yeah, so a safety hob does mean that the food won't burn once you place it on there, but it also means that it cooks much slower.
But he did get his ice cream.
That's right.
He did.
All is
Thank
well.
you, Set Seed.
Thank you, Seth. Nobody else.
Ice cream is the best card in the game, objectively.
It has to be, right?
Bike.
So
Bike.
ice cream is such a good card in the game because you do get a reduction in the number of customers
Oh,
when you add a course. So by adding a dessert on, there's quite a dramatic reduction in how many customers he has. And ice cream is incredibly easy to prepare. So lots of benefits.
Thankfully, you
Oh,
don't have
boy.
to, churn it. Churn? This ice cream churn?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, it does.
Ice cream turns.
That's the word I want.
Yes.
Why does everyone want it, though?
Yeah,
They're
so
hungry.
normally there's just a % chance that they want ice cream. Today, Champ has gotten a bit unlucky.
But if one person at the table wants dessert, everybody wants dessert, which is realistic.
Can't relate.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit
If you're
there
gonna
while
order
someone
it.
else eats pie.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get the pie too.
In real life, I'd order the ice cream with my pie.
A la mode, baby.
Yep.
You're darn right.
Oh, another hob. Okay.
I don't remember.
Maybe a counter for a workstation? Okay.
Yeah, that's later. I think. For some reason, I know it's there, but like, I'm like, why is it not now?
Some awesome, cool people in the chat with some familiar names
Yes.
like Kulu and Tootie and Parker.
I do see them.
A lot of loyal members of the community. Thanks for showing up, guys.
Another moderator.
Such a good community.
Actually, both verifiers.
Such a good community, honestly.
Apple pie,
The
vanilla
realest
ice cream,
friend
cheddar
is the one who suggests dessert first, so everyone can join in without worry.
Guys, you want to go to the desert real quick?
Yeah, just I don't know. It's already hot in here. I'd rather not.
Yeah, we are kind of in a heat wave, aren't we?
Yeah, it is hot.
Yeah, but is it definitely
This man is on a bike.
Actually, I think it is.
Am I really
Wouldn't it
about
be-
to
and there's that
open
safety
my
hub
weather
again.
app?
Yeah.
Oh no.
One thing I do want to say too about PlateUp, since we're talking about the community, PlateUp I think is one of the easiest games to pick up as far as speedrunning goes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of documentation out there on how to set up the speedrunning.
Bike.
Yes. Can we
Bike,
talk
bike,
about
bike, thank you.
affordable?
Yes. So, okay. It got quiet as soon as I said that. Yeah.
Well, you said yes. I thought you were going to start.
I was ready. I was like, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so it is set seed. So Champ got the opportunity to choose that he was going to get affordable. But basically on day 5 of every restaurant run, you get to choose your, decoration style for your restaurant. And each one of them is going to come with different perks. Affordable for speedrunning is typically 9 times out of 10 going to be your best bet because it does make customers eat much quicker.
And they think quicker too. Hashtag bike. Oh my gosh.
So true. And yeah,
What,
exactly, Hallow.
50% reduction in eating and thinking duration. So they
yeah.
think twice as fast and eat twice as fast.
Which is
least
kind of
according to
funny
the
that they
wiki.
have to think about their main. We have one main.
We have one thing.
Right,
There's one
yeah.
thing on the menu.
Well, sometimes
also
it
great
takes
when
them a while to settle in and pick what they want.
It's also great when you get
I'm supposed to have that.
that
Yeah.
card that lets them change orders. And you have
personalized.
one thing on the menu. Like, okay, do you want meat pie or do you want meat pie?
Meat pie.
Yeah,
It's
we're
meat
putting
pie
an
that
entire
we're-
steak
yeah.
into the pie.
I hope you like
On the-
a full steak.
On the topic of meat,
In your
wow. Anyway, Super Meat Boy is back, and after 15 years, you can die and die again in 3D.
Yeah.
Shout out to Super Meat Boys for sponsoring us. Coming into PC
Nice.
and console early 2026.
Thank you.
Not going to lie, I was a little worried there for a second.
I was like, meat pie, meat boy. All right, we're gonna go. And then after I said it,
it was there.
anyway.
excellent segue.
Anyway.
Beautiful.
Hi guys, if you're new here, hi, welcome to Juneteenth, everybody.
I was like, the way my brain is set up, and I'm like, I have to behave.
Correct. And I do see some folks in the chat asking about the roguelike nature of this game. Let's go ahead and talk about that.
Okay. Please ignore me.
Yeah,
Keep
so
talking.
the roguelike aspect of the game, when you're speedrunning it comes into play a little bit less. But typically the gameplay cycle of it is that you're going to run a restaurant for 15 days. And then at that point, you can do what's called franchising it. Basically, taking some benefits from, the restaurant that you've just built and applying those to the next restaurant, right? So taking some
Right.
equipment
So-
or some cards or something like that, some perks.
So if he finishes this run and he wants to franchise it and air quotes keep it, although you do start in a new restaurant. So it's like a new game plus almost. So he could choose to start with ice cream, which why wouldn't you?
Right.
Exactly. No, you're right, Fierce Wolf. You're right. It's just like, I need y'all to realize there's one singular thing.
Yeah.
I totally missed you buying a rolling pin. When did that happen?
Just yesterday. Like the last prep cycle.
To be fair, I also forget when I buy a rolling pin. So
I mean, that's fair. Why did I do that? Why did I say I need to wash this dish right now?
I'm not sure.
You do have someone outside, so you could clear that table.
It is raining.
They're good.
And their patience is
They're fine.
okay, never mind.
Customers'
Welcome
patience
in,
level.
Floridian.
So when it's raining outside, you'll see that bar go down quicker and quicker.
Yeah, the weather does impact their patience. Not every map mode, which this game does have different map modes, not every map mode is going to have weather effects, but this one does.
Turbo, which is, I was going to say hard mode. It's, well, it is hard mode.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
basically
No weather in
the
turbo.
end game mode. Yeah.
Yeah. And there is, what is it, Alpine and North Pole that has snow that makes the patience go down even faster outside.
Yeah.
Bike,
That's
bike,
rough.
bike.
Bike.
Bike. You're doing great with that today. You're really biking.
Yeah.
The weather almost
kind of weird.
The weather also impacts my patience. Me too.
I mean, yeah.
I wonder if
Open
that
door.
dishwasher would have been good for you.
At this point, probably. Yeah.
Oh no.
So Champ has been getting pretty unlucky with the research RNG for his sink. As you can tell, he has a lot of dirty plates here, and it's hard to juggle all of those. Getting an upgraded sink would help quite a bit, but the randomness of his research has not been a friend.
Nope. Oh.
Oh dear.
Quads
He's
percent.
got it.
It is quads percent. I'm gonna start putting quads in the stream title just twice. Quads with Teddy and then quads with actual quad people.
Just, like, what do you mean by
Actual
quads?
quad
I just
people.
go, yes.
What?
Oh. Are you going to finish that research?
You know, I'm
Yeah.
buying it. I don't care.
I would say go ahead and buy it, yeah.
Yeah.
Dad jokes in the chat.
Oh.
That was a choice.
Yeah.
So it is, and I think it's something with the seed because I don't remember. All I know is that my note says to take that, and I'm like, really?
Sure.
All you can eat?
Yeah, so even within set seed, there, you can follow a certain card path. So right there, Champ did pass up a 30% reduction in customers for 15%. We're hoping
For
that
some
card
reason.
path is going to be better.
Okay.
You planned for this? Did it rain every day?
No, you
Okay.
actually
The
cannot
weather
plan
is
that in the set
random.
seed.
The weather
That's
is
what I was
random, yeah.
thinking, but never know.
Oh, that would be painful if you got a
That would
seed
be.
where it
Yeah.
rained every single day.
That's my name.
I would
Painful.
leave.
Oh.
But you are doing well, sir.
And I'm
You are.
bike
Wow.
biking.
Suck up.
Oh,
Your tune's going to change in a couple of hours when we do quads.
well, no, I won't be there. I just thought about it. I won't be there.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh. Oh, do we get workstation or do we get freezer?
I'm gonna go.
It's a freezer.
Freezer. You ain't getting
50-50
nothing you
chance
want.
in the 50 was not in your favor.
No.
Nope.
But tomorrow, workstation.
Yeah, so these upgrades, they do typically cycle, most of them. So he just upgraded a counter to a freezer, Ideally, we were hoping for a workstation because it helps him make these pies quicker. But
We'll get it.
tomorrow.
I'd just like to point out how playing a game in biking is actually a really good way to get ready for the summer.
Yeah. You know, Jay, now that you mention it, I'm segueing you into a segue from a segue you just gave me. So that's something.
All right, who's segueing first? Which fork in the road are we taking here?
Right. So, like, you know, aren't there any like cool events I could be going to soon that might have prizes? Can I still like submit
You stole
prizes?
my segue. Come on, man.
Really setting you up for that one.
Yeah, I set myself up for it and then you took it. But you know what? GG, at least we're on the same page here. Summer Games Done Quick 2025 coming up in a couple of weeks. There's a prize submission open. You guys can go to gamesdonequick.com for more info. We also have ambassadors that are live throughout the remainder of the month that are also starting the fundraising, getting things started right now for Doctors Without Borders. You guys can type in !SGDQ ambassadors to check out the full schedule and go support a lot of the team right now that are supporting the cause.
Like me, I'm one of the ambassadors.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
I can't type.
Awesome.
There we go.
Oh, I did not.
I typoed
I've
that
known
3
that
times.
danger hob is over there.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, you don't
no.
have to deal with the oven door. That's a lot of mushroom.
But
It is. It's weird.
I'm a little
So
worried
with
about the
the-
pies burning.
There's a lot of different appliances. You've seen I've like thrown some away because they cook slower. I'm also about to throw this oven away. It cooks the same as these here, but you don't have to interact with the door each time, so that makes it better.
Saves you a click.
You're still going for a sink.
Bike.
I just went for it just to see.
Okay.
There's nothing
What did
else
you
I
just
need to
take there?
research. I just wanted to see.
I missed what card you just took.
Sedate.
Sedated,
Oh. Okay.
which is a free
Well,
card
that's
for us right now.
Yeah, that does nothing. Well,
Yeah,
now.
I don't want to say why and what it is.
Hey, have you? I'm sorry to interject, but have you considered getting that into a t-shirt? Like, you know, you on the bike balancing plates of food with the hashtag bike.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm going to add that to my to-do list for you.
Tanner is an incredible artist.
Yes.
Hashtag bike.
Hashtag bike. Can we see some of those in chat?
Yeah, so the card that Champ just took, which most game modes you're going to get a card, every 3 days?
Yes.
It was called Sedate Atmosphere. And so players walk slowly when they are nearby customers, but that is not impacting Champ right now because he is technically in, you didn't research this. He's technically in another room.
Oh, no.
He's just throwing pies at them over the pass, but
Hi,
he is in
baby
another
girl.
room, so
Hi.
he doesn't have to worry about walking slowly.
Which is kind of silly because it's like, do they not see who's handing them this pie?
Right, yeah. Like, you're still so close to them.
Invisibility curtain over the pass-through. Invisibility curtain? What is
I don't-
that?
yeah.
That's not a thing.
It is
It isn't
now.
played up.
We gave the customers blinders like horses, so they just can't turn and look that way.
He's right in front of them.
Well,
You're not allowed to look at your food.
blinders. They do have restaurants that you eat in the dark for like a sensory experience.
Yeah, that's true.
It sounds like a nightmare personally, but to each their own, I
Sounds
guess.
like kind of kinky to me, but I don't know.
One of the
my
other
God.
obstacles that Champ is dealing with right now is the customer mess. So you can see that there are customers that are sitting pretty close to where he's walking. When they eat, for some reason, they just throw their food everywhere on the floor.
You know.
And so that does impact like how you move. It slows you down, and it can also impact your targeting. So if you're trying to pick something up, then you may be
like
messed
that.
up if there's mess.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, still not researching that. Okay.
Not gonna research
It's just
that
the sink. I'm not gonna.
Yep.
No power sync allowed.
Nope.
Yeah, at this point, I've
Well,
settled
yeah,
for the
he's better
dishwasher.
off. He's better off with the dishwasher, honestly.
Yeah.
We would normally go for a power sink. It washes dishes very quickly, but
All right. Day 15. Time to make it count.
Last day. Best day.
yeah. So after you complete day 15, that's when you get the opportunity to franchise.
One of the obstacles Champ is dealing with right now is Mr. Pain. That sounds about par for the course.
That's every Sunday.
Yep.
What do you mean? I'm the most innocent one.
Okay.
Have we heard the past 20 minutes?
This man is really out here lying in front of 1,300 people.
They
You're gonna
treat
sit
like
here and
animals.
tell me that I'm wrong? You're gonna tell me I'm wrong?
Yes, quite actually right now.
Wow. I feel attacked.
Well, I'm sorry for your
Oh, a
loss.
coffee table.
Yes, he's had that for a
I
while.
have apparently been paying a lot of attention. Whoops.
The rolling pin, the coffee table. It's all new.
Every time I look up,
Return
there's a
to
new piece of equipment.
Dolomite. I want to give you a quick shout out. You are already, that's the first rite of passage for speedrunning this game is just yelling at the customers.
Right.
They do eat like animals, you're right, and they
Yeah.
deserve to be told that.
Ooh. Yep.
Ice cream order. Let's go. Don't
Good
mess up.
job.
Oh, he.
And
Good.
time
Good.
is
Good.
going
Good.
to be
Good.
when it turns to day. Now.
There it is.
It's time.
Nice.
Solid
GG.
job.
Yeah, that is a really solid time, especially on a
man.
bike.
Yeah.
Bike.
Bike.
No, bike is done.
Hashtag clock.
If you immediately
Yes.
stop biking, I'm gonna.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yes,
That was fun.
Bravo.
GG.
Phenomenal idea. I'm going to incorporate that into some of my roguelike runs that don't last more than an hour. You know, this is a really, really good idea.
I'm not.
Well, Jay, you do enough with your feet already, though.
Yeah, but I
This
could
is
do more
gonna
with
be-
my legs, you know?
That's true.
This is a
those
phenomenal.
who
How are
know.
your legs feeling?
She
Chad
has-
wants to know, are your legs already sore?
They're not actually. I'm
Nice.
surprised.
Well, you're doing it on a weekly basis, so
Adrenaline.
Well, semi.
when we don't make an excuse.
Oh man. This is gonna be a weird shout out because I know he's not watching. But shout out to my best friend. This exercise bike is his late grandfather's, who passed last month. And so it made this run a little bit more special for me because I was just like, I got to make sure it gets some good use now. I've been using it for a few years. Me and Hannah used to play Mario Party, and when it wasn't my turn, I would be on the bike. Just
Oh
on stream.
man,
Yeah, it was great.
that was a
yeah,
long
just-
time ago.
It was. But yeah. Aside from that, I'm Champrul. You're definitely not gonna see me anymore today. You won't see me in like an hour and 50 minutes, and you won't see me in like 5 hours specifically. Definitely
Has
not
anyone ever
those
told
things.
you that you're a bad liar?
I'm telling the truth. They're not gonna see me anymore today.
But they
hear
may
you.
hear you.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're gonna see me too on camera.
Did you freshly shave your head for this, by the way?
No,
That forehead is
it
shiny.
was a few days ago.
Man,
Wow.
the light hits it just right, and like, man, I had to blink a couple times.
Well,
It's
he's
sweat.
freshly
It's-
glistening from biking too.
I don't like that.
My head is shiny from the perspiration right now.
If you go outside and aim your head right, you could fry some ants out there, that shiny thing.
Oh my
Oh.
What did the ants do?
So these three lovely people I play with again every Sunday, usually at 7 p.m. Eastern. All four of us stream, and we do not these runs, but turbos. So you get like how we got cards every 3 days, you get cards every single day. There's like sometimes 200 customers to serve.
Usually we just leave those runs.
Yeah, unless it's hot dogs or burgers.
Then that's par for the course, yeah.
Yeah. Big Ranch knows all about those burgers. For those that don't know, please watch the runs on YouTube when they're available later.
Really gonna steal my catchphrase? That's crazy.
I was gonna say
wow. So
For
casually said it too.
It felt right.
I can't believe you've done this.
For those who don't know, I do that every Sunday.
Multiple times.
Multiple.
And I usually have like a Mr. Payne fact of the night.
Yeah. Well, keep doing your outro, Mr. Payne.
All right. So
I play Fall Guys and stuff too. Sorry, I forgot about that. I do. What am I doing right now? Mario Kart
You
World,
do Zelda.
Fall Guys, Zelda.
Big Nintendo
all that
guy.
stuff.
Big Nintendo
Yeah.
guy.
Yep.
Okay, now you can continue.
Oh, outros. All right, Mr. Pain and Sorrow, military vet, IT streamer, and I'm streaming Thursdays through Sundays now. I've added a day.
Oh,
With a
spoiling
podcast.
us.
Oh yeah, and a podcast. And that is every other Saturday. So next Saturday, if you feel like tuning in, I will have 2 special guests. I'll let you go, Hanner.
I am Hannerbal Lecter. I'm really bad at talking about myself. I am primarily a played up streamer and played up speedrunner. I don't think I've played the game as a non-speedrun since I figured out that you could speedrun.
Yeah.
I'm also a speedrun team lead for speedrun.com for played up. Along with, I'm pointing at chat as though you can see my fingers moving, Kalutus and How to Charlize, and I can't not shout them out because they keep me sane. I stream whenever I feel like it, and Sunday nights.
Yeah.
And that's all I got. Teddy. Go on, Teddy.
Hi guys, I'm teddygoats. I also stream at least on Sundays, sometimes some other times also as well. Mostly played up, occasionally variety. Hannah does do art. Thank you, Kulu, for that shout out. Hannah has spoiled us very much with art for all of our streams. Yeah, that's pretty much me. Yep. I'm here too. Thanks for having me.
You were more
you
than
can
here
catch
too.
the whole crew together every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Where the three
Except
y'all
for tonight,
are y'all still good
because
today? The 3 of y'all?
as far as I know,
I was still intending to.
Okay.
I don't
there you
know. Maybe.
go. Trios today.
Just kidding.
Oh my gosh. I'll have duos today.
wow. Right.
All right. Well, as everybody introduced themselves,
Yeah.
all right, you guys go make sure that you are following all of these fantastic people. This was a joy to be a part of. You can tell that all of you are really, really close. I've had to mute my mic a few times because I didn't want to laugh too loudly over anyone else. You guys were great.
Thanks.
But yes, to all of our viewers at home, you are still tuned in to the Juneteenth Summer Speedrunning event, courtesy of Black in a Flash. Quick shout out to everybody who's been supporting the GDQ HotFixes with your subs, your gift subs, your bits, and everything. Your contributions help keep these shows going. So if you guys want to continue to see more shows like this, please offer your support in every way possible. Thank you so much. And also share the channels with the Games and Quick channels with your friends. Up next, we have Nevanos running Mr. Bones, a deathless run, and we have some really, really nice people on commentary. We can't wait to see you guys after the break. See you in a few minutes. Stay hydrated, chat. Bike, bike, bike.
Bike, bike.
Indeed.
Bike, bike, bike.
Bike.
Bye, everybody.